Mark, from last week, where's the area you want to see the biggest improvement offensively?
Offensively, first down production.
And does that come from, like, obviously you want to get more on the run game. But what needs to be better early and downs on the run end of that?
A lot of things, all 12. We do some different things. We've got to make sure we're getting a hat on a hat and we're getting some movement at the point of attack.
Coach, you're coming in. It's been a rough couple of years for fans, home opener. Obviously, this game critical to the players, but what kind of tone do you hope it sets for the fans of the game?
Yeah, I mean, we're conscious of it. We want to earn the fans back, and I think it starts with the style of football that we play and what we put out on the field. So the players are conscious of it. We know it's bigger than us, and we're looking forward to getting in front of them.
Mark, coming off the season opener that didn't necessarily go the way you wanted it to, had a bye week, now a full week of practice. What's the message to the team heading into tomorrow's home opener?
Well, we got to improve on the things that we didn't do well. That's what game one shows you. You kind of go into game one, there's some mystery there because, you're not 100% sure on what you're going to look like, what everyone's going to run. But we've had plenty of time to comb through the things that we need to improve on in all three phases, and that's what we're trying to build on.
Cordell Jackson mentioned in the second half, you really liked the defense in the first half. Thought maybe some missed tackles a few times when we had pressure.
Yeah.
And just felt like the second half wasn't what the defense wanted. What did you see as a coach maybe in the second half that you're confident in, won't repeat itself?
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about a couple times Nathan Rourke escaped out of there. I mean, when we've got somebody dead to rights, we've got to finish. I think, the theme of finishing for the defense is got to be front and center for them. Played a good first half, but we were on the field for a long time. Some long drives, 7, 8, 10 play drives in the second half. Those are the ones that we got to get off the field.
Mark, obviously you've coached a long time. Being a head coach in the regular season, where do you learn and grow maybe? What did you learn from week one where you say, not that it caught you off guard, but that being a head coach is different than being a coordinator? What do you work as a head coach and learn kind of?
Yeah, I mean, I think in all phases, how have I set up the week as far as our prep? Last week we looked at how we were practicing, even like as down to the minutes per period. Do we need a couple more minutes of this? Are we getting what we need here? I think, as a new staff working together, every game that we've worked together so far, we've been better as far as communication, as far as process during the game. So I think all of those things kind of come into play, but coach, player, it's no different. We're trying to improve on the things that we did the week before so that we can have a better result.
And preparation's obviously key for a team. The weather looks like it might rain a lot. How do you prepare for that when you don't really practice in the rain?
Yeah, I mean, we practice outside. Football's played outside. Every day it rained in camp. We were out here. We haven't used the field house once yet, but we've got to just try to take advantage of the elements in our style of play. We've got to lean on the run game. We've got to be more high percentage in the pass game, those type of things. Anytime there's rain, there's an opportunity to get the ball out. So all those things come into play, but I mean, we're built for the cold. This team's built to play outside, and we want to see it on Thursday.
Our kicking has been an issue here since before you came. Obviously, it was an issue in week one. I'd imagine Vincent Blanchard took that to heart.
Mm-hmm.
How was he this week, and how have you used your background coming from so many years as a special teams coordinator to help him pass this? And what do you expect from him tomorrow?
Well, we expect him to be better, and I know that he expects himself to be better. Just to answer your question, I mean, I worked with Rene Paredes for a long time. The guy's going to be the greatest of all time when he retires, but it wasn't always smooth sailing for him. And I tried to relay some of those lessons to Vince about some of the things that Rene did. Vince, he wasn't happy. Obviously, he wasn't happy with his performance, but he was out here during the bye. He's had a great week of practice. And just speaking on who Vincent Blanchard is as a player, I mean, the guy's leg talent is unbelievable. So we expect him to be better. Like I said, he had a good week of practice, and hopefully we can carry that into the game.
You look in your conversations with management, and that might be outside of the day-to-day, you got enough to worry about just getting these guys all ready to go. But have there been some wide-ranging conversations about what they want to see from this team this year? Or are they is that too much to look at, saying, look at a whole season before you play your home opener?
I mean, I don't know. from Chris to Ed to myself, we kind of see the game. We think that it should be played a certain type of way. So I think as far as that is concerned, we're aligned. My focus is what's right in front of my face, and that's what it has to be. And that's why we have talented people in other levels of the building, that they can have the plan in place. But every week we're attacking the week, and what can we do to go 1-0 this week, and that's my focus.
Yeah, for sure. You're not selling tickets, but in essence, you are selling tickets here. So there's that pact with the fans.
Yeah.
You put on a product, they'll come.
Yeah.
If you have that product, you expect them to start showing up. So you're kind of a little bit of pressure on both sides, though.
Pressure. It's professional sports. There's always pressure in professional sports. You know what I mean? It's just if you frame it in your mind as pressure. We know we have to be productive. We want to. I said it in my first interview ever when I got this job. We are going to play a physical brand of football, and that's what the fans here grew up loving and resonating with, and we want to honor them by playing that style of football on the football field.
That's a good way of saying it. Honor them. That's the respect right there, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Look at this building. This is a legendary building. You drive, you're 100 blocks away, you can see this thing like a castle across the city. That's tradition, and that's what we want to honor.
Trey talked about wanting to improve on his footwork in the pocket. That's something you guys have worked on. There's a balance, to get more RPO plays involved. You need to get a few more, say, hey, we want to work on improving these areas, but we also need to call to your strength.
There's no doubt. And then the third part of that is we have to do what's working in the game. It's not a secret that we want to run the ball. Every team wants to run the ball. So, depending on what the defense does, when in our conversations with the offense, it's winning looks like what it looks like to stay on schedule on offense. So, we're going to do what we have to do. Would we love to be able to run the ball? Sure. But we're going to, if they put 100 guys in the box, we're going to have to adjust to that as well. So it's executing the simple things better in all areas on offense, and that's what our focus has been. All right. Thanks, guys.